So we've come out for a little lunchtime walk just to get Mum away from her desk and to give Luna a nice walk because the evenings are getting quite dark now, quite early on. So yeah, little vlogception.
Yeah, a vlog of a vlogger. Had a nice walk, Luna's lovely, and then
So we're back home now and we stopped off at a coffee shop on the way home. So I've got a oat pumpkin spice latte and I also bought one of the homemade cupcakes. It's a Biscoff one. So me and Mum have both got those to enjoy now while she gets back on her work calls and I sit and procrastinate doing my admin side of running my business. Very boring stuff, but it needs to be done. Little Luna, I don't know if you can see her over there. She enjoyed herself. She's tired out now, hopefully, so she'll sleep for the rest of the afternoon. And yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. I thought I'd just quickly show you guys my outfit for today. So I have this hoodie, which is absolutely humongous, and I'm so in love with it. It's from my small business friend, Natalie. I'll link her down below. I think she still has some of these hoodies left over from her pre-order. This is a 5XL, so it's extra large. I've got shorts from Primark underneath, socks from Vans, and then I've got my cat shoes. And then I don't know if I can show you the back. Let me see if I can do this. And this is probably as good as it's gonna get before I can get someone else to do it. But how cool is that design? Such a cool bat, and I've got a matching sticker on the front of my sketchbook. But yeah, that's my outfit for today. Mum's gone out now to go meet a friend for coffee. Dan's just got home from dropping Ewan off at work. I was going to say Luna, but she's the dog. And I've just been sat here sort of doodling with my paintbrushes and my Humi gouache set, and it was more because I wanted to test out this new gouache colour that I got. It is the Winsor & Newton designer gouache in olive green, and I wasn't expecting it, although it is drying quite light compared to what it is like out of the tube, and I've had to mix it a little just because it is quite dark. But I'll show you what I've been painting more close up. So this is what I've been doodling, just a little rough idea. If I move my palette out of the way, just a little sort of idea, loads of clowns stacked on top of each other, just clowning around, just a bunch of clowns, that kind of idea. So I'm probably just going to leave this to dry and finish it with my paint pens and coloured pencils, I think. I might add the mouths, but I'm not entirely sure yet, because I have got a red paint pen and I have got like a blue and stuff. So yeah, that's where I am at. And yeah, I just thought I'd speak a little on what I've been doing. I've had a really unproductive day. I've not really done anything, not really felt like doing anything at all, really. I was at work Monday, Tuesday, it's Wednesday today, so I'm kind of brain dead. It was the opening for Tim Hortons in our area today, which is really exciting. I love Tim Hortons. A couple of years ago there's only like a few that were in the country, so I think one of them was down in Birmingham. So I remember trying it, and I'm a massive coffee girly. I am a huge coffee fanatic. I absolutely adore coffee. Anyone that knows me knows that is completely accurate. There is not a more accurate description than a coffee fiend, coffee gremlin, goblin, whatever. But the new Tim Hortons was opening at 7 today, and they were giving the first drive-through and first walk-in indoor customers free coffee for a year, and then the first 100 customers like free breakfast meal. So I said to Eth, I was like, oh, can you, like, that would be ideal, because the amount I spend on coffee is atrocious. I mean, I have cut a lot of it down, but it's atrocious. I see any excuse to treat myself, and it's usually with a coffee. So some people buy designer bags, I buy coffee. It keeps me happy, keeps me going. There's worse things to buy and be addicted to, but yeah. So Eth tried to wake me up. I think you tried to wake me up about 20 to 6. No success there. Woke up at 6:30 in the end, and I just was like, I'm not gonna make it. I am far too tired. Eth offered to drive me before he started work, which we were worried that we won't make it back in time for him to start, because he works from home. So we, at 6:30, in our pyjamas, just threw on some bottoms to keep myself warm, and yeah, off we went, and it was packed at 6:30. So I mean, to be fair, we kind of knew that was going to be the case anyway. We kind of suspected that we were definitely going to be too late to be the first in line. What we weren't expecting was the fact that the car park was already sort of gridlocked. They'd already snaked around, and they had like barriers like guiding where people can go and stuff, and there was lots and lots of people out with signs saying that like they've got an offer on breakfast meals and stuff. And yeah, wasn't expecting, there was a good 20 odd cars. The lead car in the drive-through was at the window itself, so they must have been there since like 4 o'clock, 4:30, which I love coffee, but there's just no need for that. I don't have time for that. I was like, I need sleep. And there was a good sort of like 30-40 people already in queue, so like lining up outside. So we were going to wait it out and wait till 7, but we were just like, by the time we get through all these people, we're going to be cutting it close because of traffic. So we turned around. Unsuccessful coffee trip this morning, but Eth has promised me a Tim Hortons tonight, so we're not sure on what time it closes. The rest of the ones that they have opened are midnight, and I had a look on the Too Good To Go app, and their Too Good To Go collection point is at midnight, so I'm thinking it must be around then, at least like 11 midnight kind of time. So that's what we'll be doing this evening, and I'll try and get some footage of while we're there. But if I don't, this will probably be the last clip, I think. Maybe. I haven't decided. I've got about... I'm going home about 6, and that's 20 minutes away. So depending on how quickly this paint dries, will determine what else I show in the vlog. This is how I am leaving it. I decided I didn't like this frog's hair that was going on. I'm going to give him a little party hat instead, I think. And yeah, I've messed up here. I ended up getting loads and loads of my black Posca everywhere. So I've had to black out the back as well as like his hair and everything. And this monstrosity here, which I'm just gonna have to do tomorrow when it's dry. And
you're gonna try and stitch it to be like, oh look.
So we ended up going to Tim Hortons, and that'll be the end of this day, this vlog. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it yet, but I've got a decaf maple macchiato with cream, which I definitely shouldn't be having. I'm an oat milk gal, so we know how this is gonna end. But yeah, Eve's had a hot chocolate, and then we've got a couple of donuts, and yeah, finally made it to Tim's, and very, very excited. We're off to Ilkeston Fair, and yeah, I just thought I'd bring you along with me. I've got a iced caramel macchiato from Tim's, Ethan's got a hot chocolate, And yeah, I'm really excited. I grew up in Ilkeston, so I'm used to going to the fair every single year. The past 3 years, because of the pandemic, it's not really been a thing. This is Ethan's first time coming, so it might be a little bit of a shock because it does get incredibly busy, but it is what it is, and I'm very, very excited.
Please get your tickets.
Oh my god. Let's go, let's do it, come on.
So we're back at my parents' place now after being up at the fair. We had some donuts. Ethan won me this little pig on Hook a Duck. £4.50 though for a go on Hook a Duck, which is atrocious. It's usually like £2.50. Says something about inflation, but yeah, so I had to go on that. We didn't go on any rides just because Ethan isn't really one for rides. He looked at a few of them and was like, I feel a bit sick. But yeah, so hopefully we might come up tomorrow, fingers crossed, with either some of Ethan's mates or with my brother, because I know he'll go on rides with me, and I think some of the boys, if they did come up, would go on some of the rides with me. What else do we do? I had some mushy peas and mint sauce, which is a must-have. But even that, most of them are like £3.50 instead of like £1. What's happening? And yeah, we've just sat and scoffed a kebab. And yeah, it's now 7:45, nearly 7:50, and yeah, I'm probably gonna not long out of bed, are we? The fun people we are on a Friday night. But yeah,